I don't suppose you've come to sentence me?
No, I haven't.
I don't suppose you have a bit of kindness in you? All I want is food and water. They haven't fed me since I was locked up, and I'm starving.
Why are you in there first?
I'm a deserter. Or so they think. I bet there's no arguing them out of it, though. Armies are funny that way.
Yes, and I bet you're as innocent as the sunrise.
I wasn't deserting. But when you catch someone sneaking around camp in the middle of the night, what else are you gonna think? Does it matter? All I want is a bit of food and water.
Matters to me if your cause is just.
You're a funny one. They won't listen to you no matter what you think. Not that I wouldn't mind you trying. You're a good sort. And it's not as if they're wrong. I probably would have deserted later. Just not when they caught me is all. Hope that doesn't spoil your opinion of me. I'm still hungry enough to eat my shoe.
Why haven't they fed you?
I expect nobody thought of it with all the battles and such.
Why would I want to help you?
Because you might want something I don't need. Them circle wizards got a chest they keep things in. Magical things. And I stole the key. That's why I'm here. I got one of them drunk, took his key and tried to sneak to the chest. They assumed I was deserting. I can't use it from here. But I'd trade you for some food and water.
So you're not a deserter, you're just a thief. They didn't find the key when you were arrested.
I swallowed it. But it's come back into my possession since then, so to speak.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Yeah, well, do you want the key or not?
Well, I'll see what I can do. Deserter, well, wasn't deserting, but he was thieving. He shouldn't be deserting. He was going to desert anyway.
Just ask my guard for his.
What a scumbag.
He's still got some dinner. I saw him put it in his coat.
But I'm a nice guy, so... You.
Lucky dog. You Grey Wardens get to ride with the king while I'm left with the drudgery of guarding this deserter.
Quit your bitching.
They should have just hanged him. Put his head on a pike as an example.
I had a chat with him, actually. Who is this prisoner exactly?
They say he was recruited before the war up in Dinnerham. Probably figured he'd never have to fight if he served the king, right?
Why did he want to desert?
Why does anyone want to desert? Because he thinks he's going to die and he's a bloody coward, that's why. Either that or he's been listening to a bunch of hogwash about how the darkspawn will drag you off and eat you.
Seems a waste for you to guard him all day.
I can't just let him go, can I? The army will figure out what to do with him. Probably just waiting for someone important to make a decision. Then they'll hang him, I expect. And I can go and do something else.
Well, I had a chat with him, actually.
Don't expect it was an enlightening conversation.
He claims he wasn't deserting.
What a surprise. Another innocent prisoner. At any rate, it's not for me to say. He'll get his day to plead his case, or he won't. It's all the same to me.
He asked for some food and water.
Did he now? Since nobody sends me nothing to feed him with, the only way we'll get that is if I give him mine.
So you miss one meal. This man could be hanged soon.
All right, all right. I guess the poor fella could stand to have one meal in his belly before he hangs. Don't know why you care. I had nothing to do with it, though. If anyone asks why he's burping, I'm going to say it was you. Just so you know.
Yeah. Everyone's got to cover your own ass, blah, blah, blah. All right.
So? Brought me some food, have you? I'm so hungry I could faint dead away.
Yes, here's some food.
Much obliged. May Andraste herself rain blessings upon you. And, as I mentioned, here's the key. Use it in good health, huh?
Put some clothes on while you're there in jail.
Oh, someone!
Poor old sod.
You may not want to remain here long, Warden. Most of these men have been tainted by the darkspawn blood.
Oh.
You need to convince them. We've got to run. The darkspawn are coming.
We have them on the run, I hear.
I saw them. we're gonna die.
I apologize, Warden. He's
Wow,
been
so
like this ever since they found him in the wilds.
Is it possible he has important information?
The commander who brought him here didn't seem to think so.
You can feel it, can't you? They taint the land, turn it black and sick. Oh, you can feel it inside. They'll come out of that forest and spread. Like caterpillars covering a tree. They'll swallow us whole.
That's quite enough out of you. You need to calm yourself, my good man.
They were everywhere. I saw them.
Poor sod.
I don't want to see any more. I close my eyes and... Please just leave me be.
Alright. Woohoo!
Hail. You're one of Duncan's new recruits, correct? I can't let you through to the Korkari Wilds until he gives the word.
Why not?
The Korkari Wilds is a dangerous place. More so now that it crawls with darkspawn. They say the Great Blight began deep within its forests. One of our scouting patrols has been gone for 3 days. We're taking bets on who got them first, the darkspawn or the Witches of the Wilds.
Okay. You're a cheery lot, betting on who killed your buddies. The Witches of the Wilds?
Oh, sure. There's an old legend in these parts about Flemeth, the apostate sorceress who conquered this area centuries ago. She united the chasing barbarians and invaded the farmlands. That's when the great hero, Cormac, destroyed her army with his. Took her head right off, so they say. Her daughters survived and became the Witches of the Wild. Tales tell of them plaguing this area since. Mostly superstitions, stealing babies and spoiling milk.
And you think these witches exist?
Only when it's dark and the wind is bad. No doubt those patrols met some darkspawn. That's enough for anyone to worry about. At any rate, that's why Duncan doesn't want you wandering out without his say-so.
Okay then. Hello, dog. Oh, here's a bunch of guys with a bunch of mats.
You there, elf. What's your name?
It's Pick, sir.
Go tell Turnlow Game that the war party's ready to begin scouting. We'll send word if we find anything amiss.
Yes, sir. Right away, sir.
You know, I find it interesting that the elves and the dwarves have American accents, and the humans seem to all be British. Yeah, look at this guy strutting back and forth. Think you're cool, do you? I could take you. Alright, you're the guy who's in charge, it looks like. I'll speak to you.
What do you need? You haven't brought more instructions from the town, I hope.
No, I haven't.
If you're not from the town, what do you want? We're busy.
You don't look like the other soldiers in the army.
We aren't. We're Ash Warriors.
What's an ash warrior? Oh, you're obviously not made of ash. Duh.
Our training has been passed down since Lathias the Dwarf Son first harnessed the battle rage of the dwarves. It is an old tale.
So what does an ash warrior do?
We harness the rage inside us, nurture it, and draw it out so we cannot fall in battle until our last foe is slain. It is a dwarven discipline, but we've adapted it to let us fight alongside our hounds, and that is our way. I trust my hound with my life, as he trusts me with his.
I have a Mabari hound of my own.
Then you are most fortunate. A trained Mabari hound is as dangerous as any sword. We do not speak of a city pet or those things that sit in an old woman's lap.
What are you preparing for?
To scout the wilds and watch the progression of the darkspawn horde. With luck, we'll find and slaughter many stragglers. The hunt will be good if my hound survives the blood of his prey. If he dies, I shall mourn tonight.
Survives the blood? What do you mean?
Darkspawn blood is poisonous, but not always fatal. Those who survive grow immune to its effects. The wardens say the tainted blood drives even the survivors mad eventually. But not today. Today, we hunt and we kill.
Huh. Wouldn't it be smart to leave your dogs behind?
They fight at our side. We don't fret over their safety as if they were children.
So why have you painted your dogs?
They use scent to distinguish us from our enemies. The blood of battle can confuse them. So we paint ourselves with caddis, which overpowers the blood, and also paint our hounds so they know we are the same.
What if the enemy is painted with caddis as well?
Why? Would you steal our caddis and give it to the darkspawn hordes?
I hope you're joking.
If you tried, we would kill you. And that is no joke.
Whatever.
My thanks. There is hunting to be done, and I'll not be kept from it.
Poser.
We're almost ready to scout the wilds. With luck, we'll slaughter a few darkspawn. So, what do you want? Be quick about it.
Can I ask you something?
Make it quick.
Oh.
My thanks. There is
guess
hunting
not.
to be done, and I'll not be kept from it.
There's something about asking him about, like...
We're almost ready to scout the wilds. With luck, we'll slaughter a few...
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
what do you want? Be quick about it.
We don't look
aren't.
like the
We're
other
ash
soldiers.
warriors. Our training has been passed down since Matthias the dwarf.
Okay, there
I
we
am
go.
no bard, but I will do my best. Matthias was a claimed tribesman. Some said he was too short to be a warrior, but he was strong and fierce. His chieftain sent him to the dwarves of Orzammar to negotiate an alliance, where he fell in love with the king's daughter, Skya, and brought her back to his tribe. She taught Matthias to use the dwarven battle wrath to summon his strength and ignore all pain. Matthias then taught this to the Clane, who made him their chieftain.
What happened to him? Oh no, so you descend from the Clane?
They were simply the first to be taught. Others were inspired by his death to follow his path.
How did he die?
Matthias's prowess earned him the love of Morrigannon, a beautiful chieftain of another tribe. When Skya learned of his seduction, she returned to her people. Matthias was grieved. He sent Morrigannon away, but this only vexed her, and began a long war between their tribes. In the end, Matthias slew Morrigannon in single combat. However, his wounds were great, and he perished when the rage ended. The dwarves came from Orzammar that day, and gave Matthias an honored burial in the mountains. We live by his teachings, even today.
What happened to his wife, Skya?
It is said that before the final battle, she returned to Matthias and gave him a shirt of dwarven chain, along with a final night of passion. Then she was gone forever. If she lived on in Orzammar, only the dwarven folk could say for certain.
Interesting legend. Thank you for telling me.
It was an honor.
Well, I will be off.
My thanks. There is hunting to be done, and I'll not be kept from it.
I need to stop eating these Tootsie Rolls while I'm doing this. I'm just making a bunch of smacking noises. Alright, let's have a quick look at the codex, see what we've got that's new. Magic and religion. I'm not sure if I've shown this one already, but I'll scroll through it. You remember to pause and look through it if that's what you're interested in. Okay, what have we got? The Fade. So here's the information on the Fade. Remember to pause and look through it at your own leisure. Okay, the Tranquil. That's a simple one. Characters. King Kalen Theron. What else is new? Logain Racketeer. Win. Okay. Books and songs. The Legend of Luthias Dwarfson. There you go. And a bunch of controls. Okay, I think that's it.